Welcome back. Welcome back. Good message for Jason, Danny, all the men I've ever met on his journey. This is not your message. This is for me and for you to understand.
Most ruthless champion there's ever been.
They're gonna fear me.
Why? I wonder why.
I'm the best ever. There's no one that can match me. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
They're gonna fear me. You have to be the champion before you become the champion, so that means lifestyle. You have to be him before you become him. You gotta be him before you become him. That's how it starts. You look at somebody, I wanna be like him. You don't say, hey, I'm a bad motherfucker. I wanna fight everybody out here, nobody's gonna kick my ass. You see somebody and say, hey, I might wanna do that.
Goku took a lot of losses.
Delusion is your reality. Nothing's impossible for somebody who's gonna try.
And he kept coming back.
But you'd fight Tyson Fury.
Hey, I'll fight a lion if the price is right. My whole objective is your total surrender, your total domination. I'm gonna destroy you.
That's why Rogan said when he watched you, you were intimidated. Your rage is a very unique rage.
So that's their fault to be intimidated. How you gonna let somebody scare you for something you worked for? But I respect a person who's willing to die for what he truly wants. Ali had the will to win like nobody that ever lived in boxing. Then he believed he projected to his opponent. Really look at how does Ali beat George Foreman? How does Ali beat Sonny Liston? How did he beat these guys? How did he even beat Joe Frazier? Fighting the way he fights. He beat them because he refused to lose. But we have to believe that we're
smarter than them.
and that we learn from our experience, because confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. They go hand in hand. You have
He was
to know
smart enough to train.
I know who I am. People say they're great all the time. You this, you that. Whatever.
Door.
I know who I am.
Bang.
Without self-love, you're nothing. And self-love is discipline. And discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be obscure. I was born in obscurity, and I never wanted to deal with that again.
Ever.
I'm invincible. I'm a savage. I'm ferocious. I'm the smartest savage. I knew I wasn't going to die before I became champ. When this is over, everybody's going to know my name.
Did you ever fight somebody that you were like, that they got you? Was there ever a kid that got you or no?
Absolutely. In order to be good, you have to lose it and understand loss. Because loss is life.
I'm going to the next level, whether you like it or
Adversity
not.
make the strong stronger or the weak weaker.
Well, 11, 12, 13, what happens next? So
Get arrested, and I see Muhammad Ali come to visit the institution that I'm in.
It's my time.
you said you're in jail and Ali shows up?
I'm 12 years old, and Ali comes there, and they showed the movie The Greatest first, so this is 77. And after the movie's over, the lights come up, and Ali comes in. And I see him, I wow, I want to be just like him. I don't know how it happened, the spirit hit me, boom, I want to be like him. And then I get transferred to this other facility, for real bad kids. I met a gentleman there that was a boxer, and he used to teach me how to box. So he took me to a great trainer named Customato, and that's why I'm here.
The smartest fucking...
I respected Ali, and I worship.
Customato is literally one of the greatest trainers ever. He literally taught this man philosophy. You think Mike Tyson's a fucking savage warrior, dumb idiot nigga? He's not. He learned about the ancient days. That's why he has that heart.
Belly. Yeah, this is the moment I knew I wanted to be a fighter.
Unfreaking believable story. So your inspiration happened at 12 years old.
Yeah.
Then you meet Cuz.
Yes.
How is Cuz treating you? What was his way of leading you?
This degree of just peeling all that dirt and stuff, that insecurity, and developing into character. And that's why I had a wonderful time with him, because everything about his life was about me. And this world is one big school, and we're the students of this world. The mind is always hungry. The mind wants to do good, but we get so many negative thoughts in our minds, almost overwhelming to be positive. Listen, I've been down and up, broken up, and why am I still here?
Soul.
Because life is going to give everybody a bad hand. No one's going to
brain.
leave here without being tried in life.
Your muscles. Your heart.
So inspiration. So is that what got you to be willing to be disciplined to get what you want, like to become a champion? At 14 years old, I'm willing to do everything it takes to be a champion?
Absolutely. And then I had Cuss over there telling me why should he have it? That's one thing I never had in my life, because I always got picked on, and I never had jealousy or enviness about anything. And Cuss possessed that, you know, and he was telling me, why should he have all that money and you don't? Why do you believe that he's better than you? Why do you think he should have all that money and you don't? And he was really serious about it. And that was the competition shit. That's it right there, breathing that stuff right in. Why should he have it and he's not better than you?
How did you handle that when he told you that, 14? Would it piss you off? Were you like, I'm gonna go train to whoop his ass?
No,
get there one day. What was your response to it?
He said one day, this guy knew how to really get in my head. He said, man, you fighting good, but I wish you were bigger. He said, I wish you were like Kenny Norton, Mike Weaver, because they had big bodies and they could intimidate somebody. And that hurt my feelings. I said, I make sure the whole world will be afraid of me.
And they are.
He trained me to be totally ferocious in the ring and out.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was.
Is that where Mickey and Rocky stole the fucking line from? Mickey, you taught me how to fight in the ring, and in the ring. Yeah, they stole it from Mike Tyson. Now let's get to this work.
Okay? Be very careful, okay? So what happened is, there's a masculine energy on your job that you may have befriended, okay? Nothing romantic, just in a friendly way. This person's integrity was being tested by God. And let me tell you why. Whoever this person is, God was coming and sending you across that person's path as an intervention to help that person out of a rut that they're in, a financial rut. Because you are the person that's getting ready to be blessed with financial abundance, a life of luxury beyond your wildest dreams, whether you know it or not. And because you...
I almost can't believe it. Even though I suffer all this time and know God's real, I love being in the field. I love battling you fucking idiots. Danny, didn't I tell you my time was coming? You had to wait 5 more months, not throw me out. I would have activated, and then now 1 year later...
You are the one. You have to make sure you have discernment with the people that you keep around you.
Yes.
So that means anybody whose path you cross or have crossed in the past, you keep a mental note of who has a good heart, who is pure, who will take the bait and
Why?
work against you to hurt you and harm you, and who will say, no, I'm going to stick to my integrity and dignity. I am of God. I would never take the side of the devil and try to harm another person. God gave you the luxury of being able to coast around different people on all levels of life. It doesn't matter how low or how high you are, what station in life, what job, how much money you make. Integrity is integrity. And
So am I lying when I said I figured out the Lord wanted me to leave my hometown, leave everyone I know, and go on a holy crusade of, being around other nations and seeing how I can, survive on my own and be a real fucking man like back in the day? And yeah, I keep telling everybody, you're being tested, your whole town's being tested, and I'm just a guy to walk around and judge you all by showing you the Lord and trying to get you to go to him and warn you. He's coming. He's already here. I'm just here. I'm like the little scout bird he sends first and says, go find the good ones so I can spare them and the rest of them, fuck them.
God rewards integrity. There is a man on your job that's been being used and abused and has to toil and labor for very little money. Hey.
There's only one young supervisor. There are no other young men. And I don't fucking talk to any of the other young guys. But I did talk to one guy. I did write a fucking rap song for him. Remember? Jason!
These crumbs. And God was testing this man's integrity to see whether or not I am going to lift you up and bless you, my child, or whether I'm going to leave you there to toil and you're going to earn some karma on top of that.
Oh, I was your way out, Jason? Okay.
Choose this day.
Oh, I was your way out, Danny? I was your way out. All you have to do is fucking wait. And follow the law.
Whom you will serve. That's what God presented to this young man to test his integrity. This young man was pulled and roped into this coven at this job that you're at, okay?
What the fuck did I tell you, Jason? When Cruz started his shit and then Anthony revealed himself, what did I fucking tell you that day? I brought you to the side. I said, yo, I don't know if you're fucking involved with this shit, but more than likely you are. Because I'm not beat. You just made supervisor. I see the game. And what did I tell you? Stay out of this one. Don't get involved. Cruz is going bye-bye. He's not going to be here much longer. And he went bye-bye. That should have been your warning right there. You should have said, wow, this nigga sat in front of my face, pulled me to the side, and said, I'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to get rid of that motherfucker without harming anybody. My father's going to take his fucking vengeance on him. And you're next, and everybody else that helps him, you're all going to get it. And then you started.
To attack you. To do a death spell on you. Today.
Oh, really?
And in the past.
Really?
And God allowed you had some type of ministering to this young man, wherein you may have talked to him about God and talked to him about having faith and hope and operating out of their higher self.
Remember?
And the benefits of following God, having a pure heart. You might have told this man, even if you had been molested, no matter if you were born into poverty, you have to understand we have karma. We have karma from past life sins and things that we have done that we have to pay for and burn off. And
now, my other video where the guy said, God's the devil. Why, this place is a living hell. Your ancestors were fucking wicked, you dumb motherfucker. Sins of the father fall upon the son. Let me get off the spiritual spooky dookie. If you grow up a piece of shit liar, you don't know the truth, so what are you going to teach your son? To be a piece of shit liar. Your sins fell upon him, and now when you die, he has to be stuck in the world being a fucking lying ass piece of shit. So, if you get caught being a liar, everyone sees you and looks at your children like, yeah, they're going to be one of them. Shun them away, please.
our bloodline. And that's why we suffer. We're on a realm of suffering. But
because nobody wants to do the fucking work.
God's going to open up the door and channels for you to move forward in your life.
Why do I gotta suffer?
About God and about
Why do I gotta go through the mud? Because your ancestors lived high off the hog and they hurt many, many, many people and put them in poverty. And now you're in poverty and the only way you're getting your bloodline out is to help people. You fucking morons. No, stay greedy.
a transformation and about black magic and how they shouldn't do it because you knew they was a part of a coven already.
Yep.
You might not have revealed to this young man that you knew he was a part of a coven. But
nope.
You talked to this young man about God.
Yeah.
And they had a choice.
Yes.
God allowed you to cross paths with him because God was ready to alter the whole life path of who that was.
Jason, why do you think out of any of them I came to you and was talking to you all the time and patting you on the back and saying, yeah, bro, keep working hard. You gon' make supervisor, bro. Me and you the only niggas that be out here. I be seeing you. We the new generation, dog. You about to take over. I'm about to be the king of the sweepers. You about to be the king of the supervisors. All these niggas about to retire and shit. Bro, we can start a movement out here. We gonna be the best. And you betrayed me for them.
Whoever this is. And they exercise and use their free will even after you brought them a cup of clean water. See? A lot of us have only been presented with dirty water our whole life, and you need water to survive. You got to do something to survive. That's why a lot of people end up in prostitution, selling drugs, doing all kind of stealing, robbing, low vibrational things, because you have to do something to eat to survive.
So are people really bad, or do they do bad things because they're going to die if they don't eat? Like I keep telling yous, bad people love more than you good people. Because they're willing to fucking put themselves in the pit. And do bad things. Because they don't have a choice. There's not enough jobs. People will not help each other. And so they're like, I'm not going to sit here and fucking die while you goody two-shoes motherfuckers watch me die.
Regardless. To stay alive and to sustain your body. So even if you were given a dirty glass of water your whole life, at some point in your life, God is going to send someone with the clean glass. Now you have an option.
Remember, Danny?
You won't have no excuse.
Remember?
God is going to...
Do you think you have an excuse, Danny, now? Even these fuckers, they're enemies. You're the only one that listened to me and walked the fucking path and leveled up. You're fucked, buddy. You're fucked. You're banished from me. I want to let you back, but I keep listening to this shit, and I'm like, I get more angry at you than anyone else because you walked it. You seen the power, you seen the glory, and you didn't believe? You threw me away? All right. Let's see how far you go without me.
See where your heart and vibration is based on whatever lessons you've learned up until now so that God can gauge, do I need to demote you spiritually, or am I going to promote you spiritually? You presented this young man with a clean glass of water, and you told him there's another way, and you showed him that.
Danny, the glass of water I gave you was my glass of water. Why do you think I was so fucking, done? Because I was pumping my fucking life force into you, you stupid bitch. Letting my angels walk around with you instead of saying, heal me, heal me, heal me. Make me smart enough to go to the hospital and just get this shit out of me.
That other way. And he exercised...
I suffered for you!
To still do black magic on you. To go ahead with the crowd. He thought that his chances of obtaining wealth and taking a shortcut instead of doing the work on himself, was the way to go. Even after you presented him with another option. So this man helped organize and work within this coven at this job where they're abusing him and giving him crumbs. And he did black magic on you. Multiple times. Right up until today. And because of that, when God brings you your blessing and abundance, and you are seeking and looking for people with integrity, people that are in that Christ consciousness, you're not going to be able to offer that young man any opportunity. Whoever you are, you might have a plan for your life.
He broke. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't gonna be shit. Remember, Danny? He broke. How he gonna get up and change the world and all this? He all dead. And you thought it was over for me. Do you think it's over for me now?
You might have a business that you're planning on
G-M-B.
starting, but you're looking for employees. Whoever you are, you might be thinking, as you're working, you might already have a business on the side that is growing, and you might be looking for employees. You might need to hire somebody for security, with the type of wealth you're going to come into. Whatever it is, you're going to need good people around you to work in all different facets.
Yes.
And you're not even looking for skill. You're looking for integrity. What
Why?
is skill without integrity?
Why would I not care if you have skills? Why?
Skills without integrity is somebody that can set you up to be unalive. Skills without talent and skills without integrity is someone that'll backstab and betray you, someone that'll put you in danger. I would rather have somebody working for me that I can train real good and coach them and work with them that has all of God and Christ integrity inside
Why?
of them, that they would never turn their back on God, than to have somebody that is dishonest and a liar and deceptive and greedy and will do anything for money and is a backstabber. Just like in the movie Life, when Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy, they were getting ready to
somebody's getting life
ready to head down south.
Somebody ain't gonna see the sun of the light.
To get, they were bootleggers.
Son of the
and
light.
He was like, why you choose him? He can't fight. He said, yeah, but I need somebody that's not going to put a bullet in my back. I need somebody that's not going to put a bullet in my back as soon as we get on the highway with all this money you gave me.
Makes sense.
A good name is better than silver and gold. And where I'm going with that is,
black people, why do you think they took our names from us? Because a good name's worth more than money.
Joseph was sold into slavery. Well, actually, they wanted him to be unalive, right? By his elder brothers, because they were jealous of Joseph. Because Joseph was born of very high intelligence, okay? Joseph was vibrating at a higher vibration. Joseph's crown chakra and third eye was open and activated. He was a very special child. He could see deeper and have more intuition into situations, people, places, and things. He got downloads. Joseph was chosen by God to be a natural-born leader because he had wisdom and insight and was balanced in his thinking, which is who God would choose to be fit as a ruler and make good decisions that are beneficial for a whole country, to rule a people, right?
Duh.
But out of jealousy, his brothers sold him to be unalived into slavery. And then Joseph went through it all. He was the Nine of Wands.
So let me get this story straight. My ancestor got hated by his own fucking brothers, and then they forced him out of his household into slavery because they knew the contract that they couldn't kill him and God would kill them immediately. So they said, well, send them to the other nations. They don't like black people. They'll just fucking get rid of them for us.
He was the wounded warrior. But Joseph had integrity. He had God's light inside of him. I didn't say he was perfect, but he had integrity.
He smoked cigarettes. He can't be with God. He cursed. He can't be with God. He talked to me real negative and rough and rough. There's no way God's talking through him. God would not speak to me like this, even though, I'm sinning and don't give a fuck about who he is.
He landed him in a low-paying job. Not even a job. He was a servant.
Sweeper.
He was a servant in working for one of the king's handmen, right? Maybe one of the king's generals or something like that, right? And this is why I say a good name is better than silver and gold.
Why?
Joseph was working as a slave, indentured servant. He had managed to get himself working for possibly a general or somebody very high ranking that was attached to the king, okay? And while he was working for him, Joseph did a really good job. He was very wise. He could interpret dreams. But in addition to that, he saw that somebody that was selling something to his master, the person he worked for in his house, they were selling him something and the scales were rigged. So he was trying to cheat him. Now, Joseph could have taken the easy way out and been like, hey, let me pull you to the side. You give me a cut of what you're getting from him, and I'm not going to tell him that you cheating him for his money. But instead, because of Joseph's love and vibration, because Joseph had integrity, Joseph went to the master of the house, whoever that high-ranking person connected to the king was, and he said, Master, I have to tell you something. This man is cheating you. And I'm very smart, right? And I can see that he did a trick with the scales. and he's cheating you out of your money. And he showed him the scandal and the scam. And after he did that, he was so grateful to Joseph, not just for his wisdom, but for his integrity, that word of mouth got back to the king about this smart, intelligent young man that has integrity. Even when he could have made some money off of that deal, he still chose integrity over money. Over
Why?
some fast money, he chose integrity.
Why?
He didn't know whether or not he was going to be rewarded, but he still chose integrity. And because he chose integrity, word of mouth got spread around that there's some smart young man that has prophetic dreams, that's very gifted and spiritual, and he's honest and has integrity, so we can trust him to work in the king's house. The king said, bring him forth. And Joseph was introduced to the king, and he caught favor with the king. Anybody can't be around the king because you have thieves and spell workers that do black magic and people that'll hurt and rob and kill and try to harm you. So the king understands that a good name is better than silver and gold. And I'd rather have people around me that have integrity so I can sleep at night and be at peace than to have somebody around me that I can't trust. So when he heard about this good reputation that Joseph had, he called him in. And from then going forward, y'all know the story, Joseph became the king's right-hand man. And eventually, Joseph became the king. He became the king, the Igwe. Because of his integrity got him there. Whoever this young man is at your job, God presented them with an option. God was connecting that person to you as an answer to their prayer.
Danny,
to bring them out of destitution.
Jason,
because whoever this person is,
Dapper,
you would have recognized the integrity that
everyone
they
that ever
carry,
met me.
and you're looking for good people around you. So when you get your business started and off the ground, so when all your money comes in and you need somebody for security or any position on a job around you, whatever it is that you end up doing, because God's about to bless you.
So I would have had Danny, the hard worker that knows how to be a manager and manage things, and you were my disciple, so you would have got blessed to like work over these niggas like I told you would be the fucking man. And then I would have had Jason, the boxer security guy, with that cop to teach us, cop shit, and then we would have had Dapper, the super rapper, and then Jacker, the super rapper. That's a 5-man fucking team of all-stars right there, bro. And you all had a chance to come with me. And you betrayed me.
You're looking for people that have integrity, and this fool failed the test. And the karma God was showing me in the cards earlier today is this young man, not only is he going to get karma, but these people that he's connected to, now they're going to abuse him even more. They're going to use and abuse him even more. They're not going to pay him any more money. And he's going to be toiling and laboring for twice the amount of time that God intended him for. This was his moment. You never know when God is testing you. This was his moment when God set the intervention for him to connect to somebody that's right before the hand of God slaps you, collective. Right before the hand of God touches you with your finances. God brought this man into your life to show if he had integrity or not, and he missed it. He missed his mark. And because he missed his mark, now he's going to stay toiling and labor for twice the amount of time that God intended. If he had exercised integrity, I believe you would have stayed connected to him. And when God hits you with your blessing, you would have brought him out of that job and probably hired him because of his integrity, like Joseph.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit, what are the messages?
Yeah. You'd have been my knockout guy. You'd have been the guy who walk around with me and be like, yo, niggas would have been like, oh, fuck you, Jason, deal with that. Don't worry, don't even worry, dog. We already got the laws and everything. He broke the space thing. He verbally attacked me. Go handle him. We got it on camera. You already know Danny with a body camera all day. So you go do what you're getting paid for, and now you could be a boxer for real, for me, for the Lord. Instead of beating up pissy ass bums.
You today, but God protected you. God protected you today.
Enjoy
they were
that.
Doing heavy crown chakra spell work on you. Heavy crown chakra spell work. Okay?
For what?
Very heavy. And
so I wouldn't figure this out.
they had people situated all around you, wherever you are, doing spell work, chanting all day long.
I wonder if they have people in this building seeing that every bum-ass nigga that gets hired, not every one of them, but certain ones, all that hate me, seem to live here. And I wonder if I have videotape of them fucking blasting music, niggas moving next door, but why you been working for the Parks Department for mad long? Why are you here now? I wonder if I have videotapes of people that actually know you guys and they're harassing me, trying to, keep me up at night so, I don't go to work in the morning. I wonder.
Crown chakra, and they also, in the mix of that, had energy weapons literally pointed at your head as well. So what they tried to do was use them together literally to try to explode your crown chakra.
Fuck out of here,
But
nigga. Master Windu.
Holy Spirit, what
Goku.
are the messages for my collective?
Holy Force
A
Field.
Page of Swords reverse.
Duh.
Wish fulfillment at this particular time.
People are idiots.
What, Holy Spirit? This is someone that's lying, a liar, deceitful, a younger person. They're having a tower. This is that young man. They wanted, look, where is it? I put it back. The Page of Swords reverse. That's all right.
Well, only got a couple seconds left. We're going to do maybe part 2, but I'm going to play your embarrassing parts, and I want everybody to know your secret why you're a piece of shit. So get ready to be embarrassed. Hopefully it's not true, but